soirée. What a great night. And friends, I have to say it, a strong, stable, national majority Conservative government. Friends, great things are only accomplished by many people working together. La politique est un sport d'équipe. Politics is a team sport. It's always what I've said, and it's true. For Lorene and I, there's one thing that has always been clear. We can always count on our home team, the Riding Association of Calgary Southwest. Even when we're not able to be with you, to be there with you, you're with us, and you are with us all the way. And I want to thank you again for the 5th time in 9 years. To the voters of Calgary Southwest for returning me to the House of Commons, and for giving me the honor not only of representing the riding, of following in the footsteps of Preston Manning, and of representing this incredible city in the Parliament of Canada. Merci à notre équipe
Thank you
nationale
to our national team in Ottawa
Merci aussi aux
and
dizaines
on
de
the
milliers de
road. Thank you to
conservateurs
the
partout au
tens
pays.
of thousands of conservatives across the country. You have every reason to celebrate tonight. I also would like to think about the candidates who were defeated. You nevertheless contributed to our great victory this evening.
Thanks also to our national team in Ottawa and on the road, everybody working those exhausting hours. You can all take credit, take all the credit for the great things that have happened tonight, and have a great celebration. I also want to take a moment to thank all of our candidates who were not successful. You have nevertheless made a real contribution to our great Conservative victory tonight. And thanks to the tens of thousands of Conservatives from coast to coast to coast who have given so much of your time and so generously of your donations and your prayers. You are our strength, you are our inspiration, you are our conscience. Thank you.
I would also like to specifically thank my family. I should also like
to take a moment to thank my family. My mother, who has held down the fort with the kids for the past 5 weeks and survived. Thank you for everything. Love you, Mom. To Ben and Rachel, thank you for allowing me to dedicate so much of my time to all the families of this country, but know that you are never out of my heart for a moment. And of course, to Lorene, I don't know how you do it, by my side, holding me up day in and day out for all of these years. I can never adequately express my love.
My friends, the campaign was long, but we can now turn the page with the certainty, the end of repeat elections, and we can look at the long term.
A long 5 weeks. There has been much passionate debate and a tremendous amount of hard work on all sides, but it is done, and Canadians can now turn the page on the uncertainties and repeat elections of the past 7 years and focus on building a great future for all of us.
Canadians chose hope, a united Canada, a strong Canada, and we're going to govern for all Canadians, even those who did not vote for us.
At the end of it all, Canadians made this critically important decision today, friends. They chose hope, hope unity of purpose, and a strong Canada. And because Canadians chose hope, we can now begin to come together again, as we must, as Canadians, as fellow citizens, friends and neighbors. For our part, we are intensely aware that we are and we must be the government of all Canadians, including those who did not vote for us. And friends, hear me on this, all the lessons of the past few years, holding to our principles, but also of listening, of caring, of adapting, those lessons that have come with a minority government, we must continue to practice as a majority government. We are grateful, deeply honored, in fact, humbled by the decisive endorsement of so many Canadians. We shall be faithful to the trust that you have reposed in us. Notre gouvernement va défendre les intérêts de toutes les régions et de tous les Canadiens, y compris de toute la grande nation québécoise.
The great nation
Whether
of Quebec.
or not you cast a vote for our party today, our government must and will stand on guard for all regions and friends. We shall do that faithfully. Les affaires du gouvernement vont reprendre
Government
dès demain.
affairs will begin as early as tomorrow. First, we will put in place our plan for jobs and without increasing your taxes.
We have much to do if we are to promptly deliver what Canadians have voted for. That is why the business of government will resume tomorrow. Our first job will be to implement what we set out in our budget, our plan for jobs and growth. Our plan to create jobs and growth without raising your taxes.
Second, we are going to immediately help families and seniors.
Our second priority is to deliver on our program of support for our families and for the senior citizens of this country. Troisièmement, nous allons poursuivre notre plan pour éliminer le déficit tout en augmentant les transferts aux provinces en santé de 6% par année. Third, we will continue with our plan to eliminate the deficit while growing the transfers to our provinces by 6% a year for the healthcare system in which Canadians believe. Et finalement, nous allons rendre nos villes, nos villages et nos régions plus égalitaires. And fourth, we will, at long last, pass comprehensive measures to reduce crime and make our streets and neighborhoods safer. Mes amis, j'aimerais maintenant offrir mes sincères félicitations à mes opposants qui ont tous mené des campagnes honorables. Now I should like to offer my heartfelt congratulations to my opponents, all of whom conducted honorable campaigns. Our disagreements do not blind us to their commitment to our society and our democratic process. First, I think I can speak for the entire country in recognizing the determination and tenacity of Mr. Layton and his remarkable campaign. This is a day, friends, for which the NDP has long worked. Mr. Layton should feel proud, and I look forward to working with him in Ottawa. Mr. Ignatieff has been a passionate advocate for the cause of his party, a party which has made great and important contributions to the development of this country. I extend to him the high regard that is due of a worthy opponent. Je veux aussi saluer M.
would also like to salute Mr. Duceppe, for whom I've always had great respect, even though we've had substantial differences in views of our country.
Congratulations for the historic victory. No win is more worthy for any, and more noteworthy for any political party than its very first.
And of course, my friends, I would like to congratulate all of the candidates who ran, and all of the Canadians who ran as candidates.
Every Canadian who took the brave decision to run for office. I have been on both the winning and losing sides of campaigns, and I admire you all. And of course, I look forward to working with all of you who won your seats in the House of Commons tonight. This is what democracy needs. This is what citizenship is all about. The way that we choose our government, how we reconcile our differences, the manner in which we then live by the decisions. Our Canadian political life is sometimes turbulent, but is nonetheless a thing of beauty and the envy of peoples who have yet to achieve it. It is, friends, without a doubt, a big part of what makes this country, Canada, in a troubled world, an island of security and stability. Mes amis, rien ne peut arrêter notre
nothing
grand
can
pays,
stop
même
our
pas
great
une
country,
récession,
even a
même pas un
recession,
désastre naturel,
not even
même pas
natural
une guerre.
disaster, not even
Friends,
war.
I have to say this again. I've said it repeatedly during this campaign. Traveling around our great country, one gets a sense of its still greater potential. Nothing, not recession, not natural disaster, nor war, have ever stopped the rise of this country. There is a spirit in this land, the true spirit, the true character of the Canadian people, a compassionate neighbor, a courageous warrior, a confident partner. That's the spirit of the Canada I know. Canadians are proud of that spirit, and they trust us to live by that spirit.
My fellow citizens, the government that I have the honor of leading will defend the values that unite us.
Is that the government I have the honor to lead will bind itself to these values. And the government you elected today will be a government that keeps these principles at its heart, at its very core. Mes amis, il y a 5 ans,
5 years ago, we began to build a freer and more united Canada. We're going to continue this work. Quebecers decided to send Federalists to the House of Commons, and we're going to work together for the betterment of our country.
Friends, it is time to go home, but before we do, I will just say this. 5 years ago, we began to build a Canada that would be truly strong and free, the true north of our national anthem. That work is well begun, and it is within our grasp to make that dream come true, to become a country that is as prosperous, as united, and as strong as it can be. The best country in the world, but always striving to be more. That is the work to which we dedicate ourselves, that great endeavor to which we return tomorrow. Bonsoir, mes amis. Merci beaucoup.
Good evening. Thank you very
night,
much.
my friends. Thank you for everything. God bless all of you. God keep our land glorious and free.
Stephen Harper, on the night he wins his first majority government, his third election victory in a row.